So in the book 1491, towards the end, Charles Mann, he brings up the topic Physis versus Nomos. And I was very interested in what exactly that was and diving deeper into that. So I went on YouTube to see if I could see any videos, and there was not really any just kind of surface level videos on this topic explaining what it is and giving some examples. So that's what brings me here. Today I didn't plan on making a video about this, and I'm not super educated in it, so I figured this would be a good opportunity to make a video on it. So bear with me, I just read some articles on it and watched whatever YouTube there was on it and got a better understanding of it in the span of an hour it took me to kind of research this. So this is a beginner explanation of Physis versus Nomos for beginners. So Physis primarily has to do with nature and growth in nature and the change in nature. So let's look at it as human nature. Now Nomos has to do with law and social beliefs in a certain area, right? Now in the 5th century in Greece, Physis versus Nomos is believed to be the topic of the first ethical debate in Western philosophy. A quote that is kind of an example of this debate, what this debate was around, was, "If the laws conflict with my natural needs, should I abide by them?" It's kind of the question of, are these social norms, are they divinely ordained, or are they just a social construct by humans? So there's two sophistic arguments for the debate between Physis and Nomos. The first one that caught my interest was Nomos are created by humans, right? So they are a byproduct of humans. They are very relative and subjective. So there's a lot of gray area there. Then there's the notion that Physis is universal and the objective reality that underlines all human existence. This movement caused some critiques from philosophers like Plato and Aristotle, with Plato even believing that these sophists, they focus too much on persuasion and rhetoric, that he thought they were focused too much on winning an argument than to actually go out and seek the truth on topics. Now, to give all of this a little bit more context and make it a little bit more applicable, I found a writing called Antigone by the Greek Sophocles. In the writing Antigone is the main character, and so she's faced with a dilemma here. Her uncle Creon told her and gave her orders to not bury her brother Polynices, because he believed he was a traitor and a liar, so he didn't have the right to a proper burial. Now that's the nomos, that's the law, right? And she's battling her Physis, where she wants to bury her brother. That's her brother at the end of the day, and she believes that he is required to have a proper burial regardless of what he did, right? And she goes against the nomos, the law, and she buries her brother, and she goes with her Physis, which is just her human nature to do so. I thought that was pretty interesting. I kind of fumbled my way through that a bit. I have a little bit of notes here, and I just read for about an hour on it and got the best understanding I could. And I'm hoping that this kind of helps somebody out also that's looking to have some little bit of understanding and get it easily in a short video. And I just could not find that on YouTube, so here I am to give it. I'm probably going to dive a little bit deeper on this topic and read a little bit more articles, because this is something that definitely interests me. It's just, I saw some more things on it about philosophers believing that nomos and Physis should be separate, and some people believe that they aren't separate just by law, by human nature. They aren't separate, they're together. So, and I think that this topic pertains a lot to today, with lawmaking and legislature and all that. So I don't know, I thought it was pretty interesting. Hopefully that helped you out. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.